Back in 2020, I completed my very first randomized Pokemon Nuzlocke, completing Fire Red with completely randomized items and Pokemon. It was a lot of fun, and it was something that I was hoping would become a staple of the channel. However, my next Pokemon Nuzlocke, Pokemon Emerald, was never completed. Partially due to the fact that I got really busy, and partially due to, well, my tech kind of crashed. But all of that changes today, 2024, when I began my new Pokemon Randomized SoulSilver Nuzlocke. I made a few modifications to the standard Nuzlocke rules. Of course, the standard rules will still apply. You have to nickname every Pokemon you catch. You can only catch the first Pokemon on each route after you have received Pokeballs for the first time. And if a Pokemon faints, it dies and you can no longer use it. However, for this particular run, because I'm most well known on my channel for my Pokemon Masters content, I decided to implement a clause that will basically pay homage to that side of the channel, the Masters clause. Essentially, for any named trainer, for example, gym leaders, rocket executives, the works. Now, for Masters Clause to work, I do have to declare Masters Clause before the beginning of the battle. If I do that, I am no longer allowed to utilize any healing items, and I have to finish the battle with no Pokemon fainted. With that being said, if I complete this battle with those conditions in effect, then I can choose one Pokemon on my opponent's team that is fair game to catch whenever I want, should I encounter it in the field. The idea behind it is that if I manage to soundly defeat that character, then they would be impressed enough to at one point or another help me in my journey. Of course, there is a lot of luck based on whether or not I do come across the Pokemon in question, but I'm excited to see where this will take us. Howdy do goody two shoes, my name is Guide Sorcery, and this is my Pokemon SoulSilver Randomized Nuzlocke. Now for this first episode, of course, we do have to get through quite a bit of trudging to get to the point where the Nuzlocke actually begins, but this is vital because it will also tell us how our Nuzlocke is going to be set up, whether or not we've been dealt a good hand with the starter we've got, or whether or not we might be in for a rougher time. Not to worry, let's see how it went. Right here. So, welcome to the brand new layout, everyone. Came up with this myself. I know it looks a bit cluttered. That is one thing that I'm worried about and I'm hoping to fix fairly certain. But as you can see, we got chat up here, got the bottom screen right here, and then top screen is front and center right now. Below the top screen, we have PokeLink, who's going to be keeping track of our team, and above the top screen, we have our badges. We're going to keep track of our badges there, right then and there. And I also have a separate layout. Look at that. Will be a way to focus on the bottom screen in the event that we need to. I'm actually rather proud of that one myself. This is one of my, I'm actually really, really proud of this. Nuzlocke time, and it is randomized, lamb. So we do not know what we're in for, but you know what? Let's just get right into it, yeah? Okay. I will first tell you important things about I know how to play Pokemon, game. I know how to play Pokemon. Alright. Interesting. Huh? Oh, excuse me, sorry. I was just reading this book here. Sorry to keep you waiting. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. It's Oak. My name is Professor Oak, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Before we go any further, I'd like to tell you a few things you should know about this world. The world is widely inhabited by creatures known as Pokemon. I think that's always going to be a marrow right there. We humans live alongside Pokemon as friends. At times we play together, and at times we work together. Some people use their Pokemon to battle and develop closer bonds with them. Now, why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Are you a boy or are you a girl? Won't you please tell me? We are going with Ethan right here. Please tell me your name. My name is Guide. I don't have enough characters to hit the whole Guide sorcery, but we're just going to go with Guide and we're going to have fun with it. Your name is Guide? Yep, that's my name. Guide, are you ready? Your very own tale of grand adventure is about to unfold. Fun experiences, difficult experiences, there's so much waiting for you. Dreams, adventure, let's go to the world of Pokemon. I'll see you later. Thanks, Oak. And now we have shrunken down to the size of an ant. Alright, let me see if I can remember what buttons I assigned to what. Okay, awesome. I did go ahead and give myself running shoes a little bit ahead of time. I hope that's okay with everybody. Lyra sent me email. Read. Adventure! Excited! I love Pokemon! Thanks, Lyra. Appreciate it. And it's good to know that you, She also, didn't send us a potion like they, do with, the other... There's a Wii! Wii is huge in Johto, too. Y'all remember the Wii. I kind of miss the Wii, honestly. Boom. So as always, Goody Two Shoes, like I said, please let me know how the audio is doing, just so I can make sure. As you can see, I've got snacks, I've got water, that way we can, in case we need nourishment, we'll be able to hydrate and such. Hi, Hyde, you're finally awake. Your friend Lyra was just here. She was playing hide and seek with her Kingler. Oh, Kingler! Okay, the randomization worked. Okay, she got a Kingler. Oh, I almost forgot. Our acquaintance, Professor Elm, was looking for you. He said he had a favor to ask of you. You know where the lab is, right? It's right next door to us. By the way, do you have everything you need to go out? Here, use this bag to carry things. Thank you. This is your trainer card. Here you can save a record of your progress. These are also rather helpful. Just try touching the buttons, la da 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 da. Thank you, Mother. Alright. Let's go on out. Let's head on out. New Barktown. Oh! There's the Kingler. And there's Lyra. Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. It's hilarious that they replaced her Marrow with a Kingler. That's amazing. And there's Silver right there. So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. What are you staring at? I remember when I first played this, I was like, hey... Rude. Sir, excuse you. Alright, let's go in. Let's get ourselves our first Pokemon, yeah? Me? I'm not the professor. He's at the back of the room. There we are. I don't remember. What voice should I give Professor Elm? I don't think I've ever voiced Elm in a playthrough before. You know, he kind of looks like the J-Wits. Maybe, I don't think I can imitate the J-Wits. Hi, Guide. I can't imitate the J-Wits. Hi, Guide. I've been waiting for you. Do you know anything about my research? As you know, Pokemon are carried in Pokeballs these days. But before the Pokeball was invented, people used to walk with Pokemon, just like your friend Lyra does. Pokeballs are great because you can carry many Pokemon, but walking with Pokemon must have some advantages. It could have something to do with how Pokemon grow or evolve. So I'm going to give you a Pokemon. Can you walk beside this Pokemon, outside of its Pokeball, to see if this brings any special feelings or bonds between Pokemon and people? The device over there has some Pokemon you could choose from. Oh, hey, I got an email. Okay. Hey, listen, I have this acquaintance that people call Mr. Pokemon. He keeps finding weird things and raving about his discoveries. Anyway, I just got an email from him saying that this time it's real. It's probably another Pokemon egg, but we're still so busy with our Pokemon research. Wait, I know. You can go in our place, right? Can we count on you? You can choose one of the Pokemon over there. Alright. Alright, let's see what we got. Touch a Pokeball to see what Pokemon is inside. Alright, we're gonna switch over to the bottom focus for this one. Oh, wait. No, I don't need to. We just switch over here. Ampharos. Ampharos, the electric-type Pokemon, is in this Pokeball. What about this one? Baneri. The normal-type Pokemon. I don't really want a Baneri. And Seaking. Oh. I'm leaning towards Ampharos. However, we're gonna make this a little bit more fun. Where's the fun in just doing that? You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna Hang on. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this right here, right now. Let's see here. We're gonna have a little poll. I feel like I know what the answer to this is. Is gonna be our starter. Ampharos. We're gonna have Baniri, and we're gonna have Sea King. And you know what? We're gonna allow for additional votes in case we need to. 1 minute. Goody Two Shoes, help me out. Help me decide which Pokemon is gonna be our starter here. Aw, oh, man. I feel like I know what the answer to this is gonna be, but I'm curious to see what y'all want me to do. We got Ampharos, the electric-type Pokemon. That's the one I'm leaning to, personally. We got Baniri, the normal-type Pokemon. We got Sea King, the water-type Pokemon. Honestly, you know, as far as selections are concerned, so when we did Pokemon Fire Red, when we did that Nuzlocke, we ended up with a Steelix, which was wild. But what was hilarious, and what a lot of people don't know, is the original Fire Red run, the very first one that I did, the one that ended in failure, when we got to Brock, I actually got a Mewtwo as my starter, which was crazy. And I really was kind of hoping that we get a legendary for a starter, but you know, I got why not? So, but I was kind of hoping we'd get something as crazy as Steelix. Ampharos is pretty good, all things considered. Let's see. I don't think. Yeah, no one voted. That's okay. Means I get to choose. All right. You know what? We're hitting Ampharos. So like Ampharos, let's go. Guide received Ampharos from Professor Elm, and thank you, PokeLink, for automatically updating. Yes, we will give a nickname to the Ampharos. What should we name this goober? You know what? Ampharos is a sheep. And the first person to enter chat today was Demonic Lamb Live, so I think it's only fair that we name this sheep Lamb. Is Lamb the nickname you want to give? Yes. Yes, it is. How do you like walking with your Pokemon? It's not bad, is it? You can take it all the way to Mr. Pokemon's house. If your Pokemon gets hurt, you should heal it with this machine. It's so easy to use, just check the PC on my desk. Mr. Pokemon goes everywhere and finds rarities. His house is past Cherry Grove City. Go north a little past Cherry Grove. I'm counting on you, guide. Alright. And with that, oh, what do you want? Guide, I want you to have these to help you with your task. Oh, thank goodness, free potions. Let's go. Okay. Pokemon are weak in the beginning. Don't hesitate to use a potion if you think yours is in danger. Alright, let's get going, Goody Two Shoes. Oh, Lyra and Kingler, apparently. Guide! So you picked an Ampharos. That's a cute Pokemon you have. When you walk with it, it'll become more friendly. You should turn around and talk to it sometimes, too. Oh, that's right. Why don't you show it to your mom? See ya! What if I don't wanna? Kingler, go! Can I just leave without showing? Nope. Wait, guide! Wait a sec! Did you leave your Pokegear at home? Oh, right, Pokegear. Okay, that makes sense. Yo, guide! I hear Professor Elm discovered some new Pokemon. Actually, is that a thing? Is that canonically a thing? Hello! Do you have free stuff? Pikachu's involved Pokemon. This fact was first discovered by Professor Elm. I was amazed by Professor Elm's findings. He's so famous for his research on Pokemon evolution. I wish I could be a researcher like him. Okay, except we have established in Hisui that Pichu evolves into Pikachu, so I don't really... That's, you know, not accurate anymore. It's hilarious how things like It becomes so outdated the more the older the series gets. Hi, guy. Lyra's upstairs. She's playing games with her Pokemon as usual. Does Lyra have any more free stuff for me? Because that'd be pretty great. My Kingler is super cute, but your Ampharos looks pretty good too, guide. Thank you, Lyra. That's hilarious. You shouldn't mess with someone else's PC. Well, why not? I want to steal their stuff. Okay. Anyway. Alright. Let's go back home and let's talk to Mom and let's actually, like, you know, get the game started. She wants my phone. Oh, Guy, that's a cute Pokemon you have. Professor L must have given it to you? Oh, Professor Elm has a task for you, you say. What kind of task? I see. That sounds a little difficult. But when someone makes that kind of request of you, it must be important. Oh, that's right, I completely forgot. Your Poke Gear came back from the repair shop. Here you go. Thank you. I now have a cell phone. The Pokemon Gear, or the Poke Gear as it's often called, is what every trainer should have. Guess what? You'd use a Poke Gear to make a phone call, too. Do you remember how? I do, thank you! Just power on the Poke Gear and touch the telephone button, okay? The names of the people you can call are automatically registered. Just select one to give him or her a call. Wow, I can't believe it's so easy to make a phone call. Yeah, I know, right? Actually, what's wrong? Did you forget how to get them? Take care, dear. Thank you. I know it. I think I remember Johto's route well enough. Thank you. Okay. Actually, let's head up above the lab, see if we've got anything. Hi, guide. My husband is so busy. I hope he's okay. When he's caught up in his Pokemon research, he even forgets to eat. I can sympathize with that one. When I grow up, I'm going to help my dad. I'm going to be a great Pokemon professor. It's interesting to see how Elm is kind of like the kind of a family man, more or less. All right. Oh, wait 1 second. I almost completely forgot about this. Here, I'll give you my number. Thank you. I'll call if anything comes up. Like the guy who was like eyeing your lab and actively trying to rob you. So this is the famous Elm Pokemon Lab. Thank you, Dingus. Okay, let's head into Route 29. Let's see what we can, well, okay. Now, the Nuzlocke has not officially begun, so anything that we encounter in this grass is not subject to our Nuzlocke rules. But it is good to know that what we can possibly find here in this tall grass. We also, if we lose Lamb in the next before we get Pokeballs, that doesn't count. Here are your Pokemon. If they're weak and not ready for battle, keep out of tall grass. Yes, I'm aware of that, but thank you. I don't actually remember my way through this route, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Thank you, Ko-Fi. I appreciate you looking out for me. I want to take a break, so I saved to record my progress. You know what? I kind of want to... Let's head up through the gate. Can we go through here? And, you can't climb ledges, but you can jump down from there. I know that. Different kinds of Pokemon appear past here. If you want to catch them all, you have to look everywhere. Gotta catch them all! I guess this is Johto. Let's see. Route 46. Mountain Road ahead. This is all low-level Pokemon, right? Doesn't matter, because if I black out, it doesn't really matter. I'm just curious to see what's here. It's Growlithe! Okay, it's not bad. And it's level 2, yeah. We'll be okay. I don't really want to deal with a Growlithe right now, but, why not? The Nuzlocke hasn't started, I may as well do a little bit of grinding. Ow. Oh! Get staticked! An Ampharos is a pretty pogger's way to start out this run, chat. I gotta say, this is a really great way to start out this run. Speaking of running, I guess I should probably not run so much. Oh, I hope I run into you again. I hope I run into you again. Whoo! That is a great encounter right there. I hope when I come back here that this is the Pokemon I find, and not that Growlithe. I'm not complaining if I get an Arcanine, don't get me wrong, but a Gallade would be amazing. Don't mind if I do. Alright, Lamb's hit level 6, which is great. Oh, wow, that Gallade really gave us a lot of experience there. Okay, let's head back down. Okay, we now have kind of an idea of what we were finding there. Okay, maybe that was... I don't consider that cheating. Like I said, the run has not begun. So, I personally don't think that counts. Let's see what's in here. And a super rail! Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna get the most overpowered team before I even hit the first gym! Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Lamb's already at level 7. Just from the Gallade, the Azumarill, and the Growlithe. That's amazing. Okay. Okay, I don't have an apricorn bag just yet. East to New Barktown. Okay, we were hit Cherry Grove. Ah, old man. Right. I forgot. You need to teach me how to play the game. You're a rookie trainer, aren't you? I can tell. That's okay. Everybody's a rookie at some point. Fella, I have been playing Pokemon since before you could walk. If you'd like, I can teach you a few things. Okay then, follow me. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you were... Yeah, I actually am. I'll try to go as slow as possible, so try to keep up. Alright. This is a Pokemon Center. They heal your Pokemon in no time at all. Lying on them a lot, so you better learn about them. This is a Pokemon Mart. They sell Pokeballs for catching wild Pokemon and other useful items. Route 30 is out this way. Trainers will be battling their Pokemon there. If you go a little farther, you'll see Mr. Pokemon's house. Dude, slow down! This is a sea, as you can see. Some Pokemon are found only in water. Here, it's my house. For your effort keeping up with me, I'll give you my running shoes. They're still warm. Got you, didn't I? Don't worry, these are brand new. Thank you. From the guide gent. I appreciate it. Touch the sprint button on the touchscreen to sprint. It also says hold the B button down to sprint. Who in their right mind would ever... I don't know, maybe... Oh, okay, because I can toggle it on and off. Okay, that's not bad. No. I'll keep it on for the time being. Pokemon gain experience in battle and change their form. Oh my goodness. I heard that each Pokemon has its own nature and it has something to do with Pokemon stats. That is true. I wonder what that said in Gold and Silver. I'm curious. When you're with Pokemon, going anywhere is fun. I'm gonna run around, see if I can get me some free stuff. Who knows? When I was a wee lad, I was a hotshot trainer. Here's some words of advice. Catch a lot of Pokemon, but you can only take 6 with you. If you catch more, they'll be sent to your PC. They won't run away from their PC, so there's no need to be alarmed. Remember what I'm about to tell you. Treat them all with the utmost kindness. So just don't be a jerk to your Pokemon. That seems to be the moral of every Pokemon game. I battled the trainers on the road. My Pokemon lost. They're a mess. I must take them to a Pokemon Center. Aw, poor fella. Poor dingus. I'm curious. I'm gonna head into the water. I'm gonna see what Lamb here thinks of the water. Lamb seems to be very refreshed to be all wet. Makes a lot of sense. Alright. You're trying to see how good you are as a Pokemon trainer. You better visit the Pokemon gyms all over Johto and collect badges. Oh, believe me, I intend to. Fella. When I get older, I'm going to be a gym leader. I make my Pokemon battle with my friends to make them tougher. Good for you, fella. Gosh, we're already 36 minutes into stream. What are we gonna do? Oh my goodness, chat. What am I gonna do? Okay. They're fresh out of Pokeballs. What? Okay, well that means that the Nuzlocke still hasn't begun. While I was walking in the tall grass, a bug-type Pokemon poisoned my Pokemon. I just kept going about my Pokemon all fainted. You should keep an antidote with you. What do I need? Alright, let's buy... Yeah, they don't have any Pokeballs. That's great. I I have enough potions. Let's get 5 antidotes and 5 paralyze heals. Should be fine. Yeah, let's do it. Let's have a little bit of fun here. Please come again. All right. And let's real quick stop by the Pokemon Center because Lamb is kind of hurting. Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your type of Pokemon. Yes. Take my Pokemon. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. It's great. It can store any number of Pokemon. It's all free. That PC is free for any trainer to use. The communication center upstairs was just built. They're still finishing up. Here, I'll explain to you about the trainer card. Your trainer card with your Pokemon, of course, is proof of your status as a Pokemon trainer while you're out adventuring. It keeps automatic records of all kinds of information. If you touch the card, you can view the reverse side. You can sign the back of your card. You can show off your signature to anyone you meet in the Union Room, but your signature will be erased if you decide to sign your card again, so be careful. The Pokemon Wireless Club Union Room. Oh, I was just trying to learn that line by heart. It'll take a little bit longer. This Pokemon Center must be fairly new then. Yeah, okay, so we're not going to be using any of those. Very sorry, we're working underground right now. It's off limits to the public. Please try later on. Cool! Okay, so we do need to get going. I'm actually going to turn off running by default, and I'm going to rely on the B button in case I ever want to run. Ah, what do you want? I made it! I forgot about one thing. This is not a token for me. Take it! Okay, you know what? Hashtag and free stuff we trust. Select the Poke Gear on the touchscreen, then select the town map icon. You'll see the map of the region you're currently in. The Poke Gear becomes more useful as you add cards. I wish you luck on your journey. Alright, anyway, where were we before we were so rudely interrupted? Okay, and free stuff. Alright, again, this does not count towards our... That is the most basic encounter I could possibly get. I got a Gallade and a Azumarill on the other coast over there. And then you just casually toss me a Pidgey. That's amazing. Wow. Alright. Thank you for that. Okay. Anyway. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and hit... I got a stick. Actually, I'm gonna check the bag, see what that does. An item to be held by Farfetch'd is very long and stiff stock of leak the booster. That does not help me. So I randomized items too, by the way, for anyone who's wondering. Oh, that's a guy who wants to battle. I don't really want to battle the guy because I actually feel like maybe that would be a little bit better for when the Nuzlocke actually begins. This is Mr. Pokemon's house, right? If memory serves. No, not. You should come to my house looking for Mr. Pokemon's house. You did mean to visit my house. How kind of you. Do you have any apricorns? Apricorn trees bear fruit once a day. I have one of those trees too. Apricorns are really something. You can make Pokeballs and other things. They're quite useful. I have a feeling this is meant to be. I'm so happy that I'll give you this. Thank you. I appreciate you. In that apricorn box, you can carry so many apricorns. You'll be a decent apricorn collector. Do you have any ones that you can give me for free? Hey, collector of apricorns. Have you noticed that apricorn colors are different from your tree? Try to remember what color apricorn you get from each tree. Ema, welcome on in. How are you, friend? It's an apricorn tree. Gimme, 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 gimme. It's a green apricorn. Thank you for that. Folks, if you aren't already following Imakuni 2003, please head on over and check them out. Drop a follow, drop some bits, drop a sub. Do what you can to show that classic patented GS Ball love and support. Ema has been going through a Gotta Lock 'em All challenge. I believe recently you were going through... You went through Kalos, and then you were going through Kanto again. Goodness me, you go through Kanto a lot. Is that... Yes, that is an Ampharos as a starter. You should have seen what we found on the other routes. But the Nuzlocke has not officially begun, so I cannot catch anything just yet. But I found a Gallade, I found an Azumarill, I walked through this grass, and I found a Pidgey. It was pretty hilarious. But the other options were Baniri and Seaking, and I feel like this was kind of the obvious choice. I put in a poll. Oh! Alright. I see you, Johto. I see you, Johto. No, just you watch. I'm gonna go back through this route. They're gonna give me Pidgey again. Oh my Lanta, that's just gross amount of luck. No, when I actually start out this run, I'm probably going to get like a Pidgey and then a Spearow and then a Caterpie, and I'm gonna be like, really? Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to admit, I clicked because you put the Pokemon Johto. Hello, Gardrek. Welcome on in. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude, but just. And there's your free Aerodactyl right there. What is going on? I haven't even started the Nuzlocke yet, and my team is looking to be absolutely stacked. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I need to just march to Mr. Pokemon's house real quick. Hey Gardrek, how are you? It's good to see you. It's been a while. Oh my gosh, what else am I gonna find in here? Oh my goodness. Give me another Metagross. It's another Metagross. Oh my gosh. Bum bum ba da 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 da. Where do you get Aerodactyl in this game? It's been a long time. So Aerodactyl, I'm gonna laugh with your first official. I'm gonna lose it if the routes are as stacked as they are, and my first official encounter is a Rattata. I'm restarting the game. Oh yeah, sure, crit me. Why not? But to answer your question, Gardrek, Aerodactyl is revived from the old Amber. Now, this Nuzlocke is randomized. Items are randomized and Pokemon are randomized, meaning I can get any item, I can just randomly get good items like the old Amber, which can just revive an Aerodactyl. Oh my gosh. I'm literally about to... Okay. Also, well, Lamb is at about half health. Ooh, a tree. I meant, where can you... Oh, good question. I don't actually remember. I don't actually remember where I can revive it. Hey, chat, where can we revive an old Amber? Because I legitimately do not remember. I know in Fire Red, Leaf Green, it's Cinnabar Island, but that place got rocked, so... Ah, there's the guy. You must be guard. It was I who sent an email to Professor Elm earlier. This is what I want Professor Elm to examine. I got the mystery egg. A friend of mine from Equity gave it to me. I bet you can't find this kind of egg in Johto. I thought Professor Elm might be able to tell what this is. He's the best when it comes to the research of Pokemon evolution. That's a quote from the famous Professor Oak. You are returning to Professor Elm? Here, your oh, thank goodness. Thank you. Alright, I don't have to waste any potions. And then Oak just casually strolls up to me. And with that, I'm Professor Oak, a Pokemon researcher. So your guide. I was just visiting my friend Mr. Pokemon. I heard you were running an errand for Professor Elm, so I waited here. Oh, what's this? A rare Pokemon. I see, you must be helping Professor Elm to research. I think I understand why Professor Elm gave you that Pokemon. You will treat your Pokemon with love and care, it seems. Ah, you seem to be dependable. How would you like to help me out? See, this is the latest version of the Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. I'd like you to have it. Awesome! We have the Pokédex. Can we get started now? I'll complete that Pokédex, but I've stayed too long. I have to get to Goldenrod for my usual radio show. Guide, I have a feeling that this is not the last time we'll meet. Let's exchange numbers just to be on the safe side. Thank you, Professor. Bum-bum-bum-bum. He just casually walks so slow, don't he? Sorry to trouble you, having to go back and forth, but please make sure to hand it to Professor Elm. No worries, friendo. I cannot take anything from your computer. How many wires you got that this is completely impassable? Okay, anyway.